see. All right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Happy Thursday. It's November 12th, 2020. Let's talk market, shall we? Dow futures down 205 right now, 0.7%. NASDAQ is up 21 points at 11,906. S&P futures down 0.34% at 35.56. Russell 2000 futures down 0.74, actually down. Crude oil futures up 0.36%. Bitcoin is on the rise. Future side 16,155. I believe this is the highest. No, the highest Bitcoin has been since I believe 2017, and I could be wrong. Let me see when that was. The last time Bitcoin was this high was December 13, 2017. About 3 years ago. 3-year highs, as I say. Gold is up 0.75% at 1875. Silver futures 24.34 at 0.32%. Let's see here. Euro dollar up 33 pips at 118.12. Dollar yen down 105.19, down 24 pips. For my forex people, dollar index is now at 92.87, down 0.18, and the VIX is up 2.30%. We also had some news today. Jobless claims do beat. Jobless claims 709,000 versus 731,000 estimate. Core CPI, which is Consumer Price Index, month over month, actual 0%, 0.0. The forecast was 0.2, so low inflation. Year over year CPI was 1.2% versus the forecast of 1.3%, which was pretty positive stuff. Again, inflation's relatively tame. We're getting employment back on the right track, which is good. And right now, E-mini futures is basically settling or kind of hovering around the 50-day moving average. Yesterday was a holiday, Veterans Day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bond markets were closed, and so were banks. Banks meaning just like the transactions and stuff. This is kind of a business day sort of thing. Not, you could still trade, obviously. We did trade yesterday. So with that being said, what do you do? What's the next move? Well, looking at here, basically, you're looking at just basically flat line on here on E-mini futures for basically after Monday's pop from Pfizer, and you have just slight rise here and there. But again, the 100-day moving average seems to be your support level there. What's moving? So I'm still watching the financials. I have some Citibank calls for next week. So I actually played JP Morgan with a student last week that I was helping out, and we played JPM, and we were down as much as 55% on Friday. We opened it on a Thursday, funny enough. And then we had the Pfizer thing, the election called the next week, which was Monday. We scored 425% on it. So could we get that kind of movement on a Citibank or JPM? Well, absolutely, we could. What I'm looking here on Citibank was that we did break out as well, right around 49, and then we kind of sunk in after hours. But again, the 50-day moving average seems to be holding, and you could see a rising bull flag here, or ascending triangle, excuse me. You could see here, and then as long as you break this resistance, which we've played before, you could see we could break back to the upside. But really support level here would probably be around 47.50, 47 for Citibank. So I do like that. I am watching it for Citibank. Looking at here, let's take a look at some pre-market movers. Again, the banks have been moving pretty well. Let's take a look at pre-market movers, if I can bring this up. And I think everyone was asking about Boeing this week, and Boeing did fall back. Good thing we took our profit right around 194, and it fell back to 177. I still own the stock, but again, most stock that do rise that quickly, that parabolically, was up 20-something% for a week. It tends to revert back to the mean for a little bit. NIO is up 2% pre-market. You can see here, NIO up 2% at 43.97. Let's see here what else is moving that I could see. Okay, Boeing's down 2% again. Apple's basically flat. Salesforce was downgraded today by, I believe, Morgan Stanley. Microsoft up 2.1%, JP Morgan down 1.9%, Walt Disney. So again, the rotation back into tech. Carnival's down 3%, American Airlines down 1%. Monday, everyone was all about screw tech, let's buy the cyclicals, which I totally get. But for the most part, you know what brought you here to the dance. Dance with the girl who you brought to the dance. Tech. Tech has been the best performing sector, up nearly 37% year to date. I understand people want to go bottom fishing or they want to find value, and I'm all for it. But the actual virus isn't gone. And I think it may be a little premature to actually get into these cyclical names when you may have a vaccine, but it's not deployed yet. And not only that, just not being deployed, who's going to take it? Are you going to be the first in line to take a vaccine that may or not be safe? Sure, the FDA may certify it, but again, you're talking about a lot of variances there where individuals may not want to take this vaccine. So again, we're not out of the woods yet. Keep in mind, we may have another lockdown with President-elect Biden. So again, that could be about 4 to 6 weeks. Again, dark winter, we've heard all, mask mandate, whatever. I still say stick with what got you here. Again, semiconductors, cloud computing, retail, the work from home names. Those are the guys who brought you where you are, man. The big baggers, those boys. I think Zoom is too expensive, obviously. I love Microsoft, I love that stock. Love Amazon, obviously. Any of those names that have been outperforming, the winners, the Salesforce, those guys, the cloud names, Adobe's of the world. Those are the guys you want to get on a nice pullback. Alibaba, I bought on a pullback. So again, we know these names have outperformed. Sure, the sexy American Airlines, Carnival, those names have been kind of catching your eye. But don't chase the ones that are moving up. I want to see the names that are moving down. So again, maybe if there is some airlines that you are looking at to get to, which I totally get, we are going to travel someday. I don't know when, someday. I would say American Airlines, American Airlines will always get bailed, but I think Delta and Southwest are probably your two best ones. But I'd wait for a pullback. Again, you wouldn't buy a TV or a car. If you have a car dealership, you wouldn't want to go there where it's 20% above MSRP. That doesn't make sense. So again, you want Toyotathon, you want the sale. So again, if there is a stock that you like, let's say Carnival, for example, it's down 3% today. Maybe a nice pullback to below 15 or 14. It's at 1573 now. Then you could pull the trigger. Why would you chase it on a Monday? Why would you chase Boeing on a Monday when it was at 193? Which is fine if you own it. But again, now that you had a pullback on Boeing, maybe it'd be interesting to buy. I say to buy at 160. 160 would be the retracement back before the previous pop. Again, the pop of the vaccine and the rotation on Monday. I would want that reversion to come back, and then I'd go ahead and buy some. Until then, if you're really in the need to buy some Boeing, then play the 100-day moving average, 170, just wait $8, and then you can get there. So again, always look for the deals. Don't feel the need to just buy everything on the rise. That doesn't make sense to me. Again, treat stock like you would anything else that you want to buy. Think of that way. Again, you don't want to overpay for something. Remember, price is what you pay, value is what you get, always. And again, I love Amazon, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to buy it when it's up 7% on the day. Same thing with Apple, but I would wait for a pullback. For example, I bought Shopify on a nice pullback. I've been waiting for that level below 900. It finally came, and I finally bought it. And now it's at 947. I bought it at 897. So again, nice $50 gain, which is great. But again, wait your turn, right? Wait for the right price. Start writing down the prices you want. Have that shopping list. Again, we're not going to get just one green candle to the moon for the next 4 years. Again, you're going to have some pullback. It's always been that way. Volatility will be around. I don't care who the president is. I'm still bullish, but again, you're still going to get these moves. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to buy stocks at great names. I still say focus on what got you here. You know what's been working. Why would you, again, unless you want to take profit, which I'm totally okay with. I'm totally okay with you taking profit on a Zoom, on a Zoom, a Crowdfire, a Moderna if you own it, something like that. Square, PayPal. Again, stay-at-home names, the ones that have been the COVID-proof, the Netflixes of the world, the Roku's of the world. I own Roku. Yes, I agree. They have been great. Nvidia and AMD. If you want to take some profits, go for it, man. You don't need permission. Take your money, have fun, Enjoy yourself. Money's meant to be enjoyed, sure. I'm a long-term investor. I haven't even thought about selling anything. All I think about is buying stock. I'm always holding unless I need the money, which I don't at this point. So again, it's very important to take a look at what's working and stick to that. Stick to what's working, guys. I mean, look at Tesla. Tesla up, and I've been adding like 8 times, and I'm still up 110% on the stock. And I still want to keep it. I love the stock. I love the company. Forget that it's up. I still have bright prospects for the future of Tesla. So again, just a little bit of advice on there. When it comes to trading for today, guys, I mean, I am watching Citi for the most part, but other than that, the one that's been working out has been Plug, NIO. NIO has been working, but look at Plug. Plug may be a play. So go ahead and place an alert at 23.20. Could be a play there. And right now it is down pre-market compared to yesterday's close. 23.20. Take a look at that. I would take a look at next week's calls for Plug. Plug again, obviously Plug Power, and maybe play the 24s. Again, I still like to play close to the money. So if you break 23.20, take a look at the 25s for next week, maybe the 24s, depending on volume. That could be something to take a look at. But Plug and C are the ones I'm watching for today. I think just 2 would be worth it. I'm going to step away. My fiance is going to take me out to lunch. My birthday is tomorrow. So she wants to take me out to a nice lunch and to the mall. She wants to get me something. So what am I going to say no to her? Of course not. So I want to enjoy that. So I will step away from the office today. I'm doing the morning note for you guys, but I'll step away today. I'll be driving to Orlando. All right, let's go ahead and answer some questions. Sorry about the whole monologue. How can I join your Discord? Jonathan asks. GAR Capital FX.com is the website. Raphael asks, pins 61 calls. Let's see. Pins. It's at 59.90s, right below the 100. I'd say if you break to get to 60, you may be too late, but 61, if you break 60.50, then you can get to 61, so it may be a little close. Morning note, would you buy Bitcoin now or wait? I am buying Bitcoin today because I buy Bitcoin every week. Do you think Etsy will get back to 135? Etsy is a stay-at-home name. Just call it the COVID names. And yes, I do. I think these names will bounce back. Yes. Also, do you have a freebie call for today? I don't have a freebie call for today. I'm sorry. Where do you get your news from? I use on Twitter. And I also have subscriptions to Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg. JD Thoughts. JD Thoughts. JD, again, just like Baba. Again, nice recovery. JD is nice, but I'd wait for a break for right around 89, and then you could target 95. TLT, again, bonds. Bonds have been kind of selling off here. You're seeing a slight bounce, nothing crazy. If you broke 157.07, then I target 158. Remember, that moves like a sloth, very slow. Chewy, let's see, that one, another stay-at-home stock. I believe Chewy is the pets one, for pets or what have you. 63.10 right now. It's really but just range bound, nothing going on. You'd have to break 73 before you even think about calls. Good morning or GM? GM. I actually tried to play GM with some of the students and it didn't work out. And it did break the 50-day moving average. Again, they were price upgraded, but I don't see any kind of moves. Break 42.63 and then we can have a discussion. But until then, no. PLTR thoughts. I've heard this name a lot. Palantir. And it's on the move. Again, kind of like Plug. Wait for 1706 to the upside, which is the high. Put 1707 and take a look at the volume for next week. Do not play anything for this week. Thoughts on PDD. PDD. Let's see, PDD. PDD is on the move. I have no idea what this name is, but if there's volume, take a look for the break of the recent highs and see if you can get into calls for next week. Good morning, QQQs. Thanks a lot. Yep, good morning, good morning. Let's take a look at Qs. We tried to short Qs and Lord didn't work out. I hate to say, sometimes shorting is one of the hardest things to do. It really is. You have to be so nimble. But we took the L on that. Yes, L's happen, kids. It happens. Get used to it. You're now above the 100-day. In order to play Qs, if you are bullish on this, and again, 100-day would probably be your stop if you played stop losses. I prefer that you break 292. If you break 292, I target 294 or 295 so you can break above this previous fall on Monday from the great rotation. XOM looks ready for a downward move. Thoughts? Yeah, XOM is going to continue to move to the downside. Again, nice pop. on Monday, but again, just like everything else, it fell. I know there was a big rotation into energy, the value rotation, I'm going to call it. Monday's value rotation from the vaccine. It's going to continue to fall. ExxonMobil provides not much value. Only thing they provide is a great dividend. That's 10%. That's what we call a dividend creep, dividend trap. So do not fall for it. I would not invest in ExxonMobil. Gun to your head, you have to buy a stock that's in the energy sector. Obviously, gun to your head, or crude oil, I would be Chevron. And I used to own ExxonMobil, and I sold ExxonMobil for a profit of about 5%. BABA, I own BABA. I actually bought some more. BABA is carving out a bottom, which is nice, and we should get a continuation. Break 283.55, and then we can have a discussion about going back to 300. But until then, you don't do anything. But there is a nice gap here. Could be able to play at 290. Let's see if we get a return or a breakout here. Maybe 273. I'd say around the 50-day. 50-day moving average should give us home 275.25. I'll add another alert there too. So I have to go ahead and spread this out. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Nope. There you go. If I zoomed in, you have 283.56, 275.25. So I have my alert set on Alibaba. Puts on SHW. I don't even know what that is. SHW. SCHW is Schwab, I think. Schwab. Puts on Schwab. I don't know about puts. There is a gap to fill right here around 41.30. A lot of gaps to fill. But I don't see what you see, and I don't think there's a lot of volume on this thing. So again, if you start breaking the 100-day of 43.18, maybe. But I just don't see it. If I get the $200 signal plan, could you help me out on how to do an option trade? No, I'm sorry. We don't teach on the actual signals group. It's just signals, guys. It's not a teaching. Teaching is a whole different ballgame. Good entry point for BABA. Oh, let's see here. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, thank you, guys. You're very sweet. Let's see. Still answering questions. Alibaba. Let's see. I only got a couple minutes here. Alibaba, good entry point. Break below 250, I'm going to add more. That's how you have it. Neo and Plug, ready for another breakout? Thoughts on next week options? Yeah, I talked about Neo and Plug already. Thanks for the shirt. Thank you. I was a friend of mine who made this for me. Zoom levels, please. Zoom, okay. Looking at Zoom here. Again, a nice break of around 445. It's an expensive name, guys. I really prefer that you don't trade Zoom. But if you want to own it, fine, but don't trade it. 446 would be a better play. Thoughts on football? Football, I'm actually a member of their service, and you could see pump and dump. You stay away from football. They pay for service. If you want to get into streaming, really the only names you want to worry about are Roku, which actually provides streaming service through their hardware. They don't pay for content. I love that, and of course, good old Netflix. FB entry level. If you're looking for Facebook to buy in, 235.11. Happy birthday, thank you. Happy birthday, thank you. Here's the answer on Facebook, thanks. You got Tesla calls. Yeah, Tesla is basically done. Nothing you could do there. That totally reversed on this break. We had the breakout. Look, we literally had the breakout at 450. We tried to get in, and then it totally faded. Nothing you could do there. NIO I'm watching as well. NIO is actually bouncing back. You could see. Break of 45.29 could be extremely interesting. NIO and Plug have been those names that have just been working out. But again, you play for next week. Peloton calls, BAP to fill. Peloton calls. I don't see a gap to fill that you see. If you've seen this gap, it's already been filled. So no, there isn't a gap. But I wouldn't play Peloton here. There's nothing really to see. Break 108.50 maybe. Wife, you ready to buy your PS5? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But PS5 is what I want, for sure. And entry for Walmart calls. Let's see. My last one, guys. I gotta get to the team. Yeah, Walmart break 149 or 148.99. That definitely could be set. Walmart is a good one. I already put an alert. I was talking to the students and we were watching Walmart, but we needed that break. There was some volume in the 150s yesterday, but not enough for us to do anything. So if we break 149, I'd probably take a look at the 151s or 150s for next week. Maybe a little pricier, but again, we want to have time on our side. So we'll leave it there. Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow I'll do a morning note. I mean, what am I gonna do my birthday? I'm gonna work. That's usually what it is. But definitely, I'm gonna go have a nice lunch today. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. And freebies. I know you guys always want the freebies. Listen, we'll let you know if we see something. I promise. That will not be the last one ever. No, of course. And live trading sessions. Make sure to subscribe to our Instagram. Once we get to 100,000. I will do a live trading session. Once we get to 10,000 Twitter followers, I will do a live trading session. Once we get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers, I will do a live trading session. If all three hit, I will do 3 live trading sessions. And then you have freebies on there, kids. Remember last time we played that we had Boeing. I mean, we had, which was what? NIL, the 28 calls, look where it is now. And we did Boeing for the freebie for you guys with the charts and everything, and it was fun. It was fun. I got a lot of DMs for you guys saying that you did well, and I'm very happy that you did. But I want to make sure I make this perfectly clear, guys. We are not perfect. I am not perfect. I'm just a human being. Again, no one can predict the future. All we do is play probabilities based on charts and price action and volume. You will have losing trades. Yes, I fuck up sometimes. It's okay. I mess up sometimes. I do not come out here with a Lamborghini throwing money in the air saying, be like me, I never lose. It's not true. It's not true, guys. I'm in a regular room talking to you guys. So I don't want you to think that I'm some kind of, guy who drives around in a gold Lamborghini, throwing money around in wherever on the beach, trading on a laptop. No, I'm here with 3 screens talking to you on YouTube, doing the exact same things that you see, which is watching the charts, placing alerts, and making sure I get things right and getting with my team. This is not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, guys. It's all about patience. It's all about time. It's all about practice and getting it right. There's times that the market humbles you. There's times that you think you're God himself. But guess what? It happens. You're never as bad as you think. You're never as great as you think. Always got to be in the middle. So just some thoughts there. Don't put yourself in the point that, Carlos knows everything. No, I don't. It takes time. I've just been doing this a while and I know what I'm looking for. But I'm glad you're here anyways. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you guys soon.